SuperKid in the Kingdom of the Giants. It was a sunny day when SuperKid, the young 10-year-old hero, was soaring through the skies above his home planet, enjoying a peaceful flight over mountains and seas. Everything seemed calm, but a strange feeling crept over him. His shield, the one on his chest with the letters SK, began to glow unusually bright. Something was wrong. He stopped midair and looked around, trying to understand what was happening. The sky, which had been clear, started to swirl into a vortex of dark clouds. Before he could react, a beam of light shot down from the center of the vortex and surrounded him. In just seconds, SuperKid was transported to another place, an unknown place. When he opened his eyes, he found himself in a vast field of golden grass that seemed endless. In the distance, towering mountains touched the clouds, and between them, giant figures were slowly walking. "Where am I?" he murmured to himself, seeing the enormous creatures. These beings, colossal in size, were the giants, a legendary race that lived in another realm, hidden from the eyes of humans. SuperKid had read about them in books, but never thought he would see them up close. A deep roar echoed from the mountains, and one of the giants, much larger than the others, appeared in the distance. Unlike the others, who moved slowly and peacefully, this one seemed furious. He wore a golden crown and stone armor. It was the Giant King, and his gaze was fixed on SuperKid. "Intruder," boomed his voice, which resonated like thunder. "What are you doing in my kingdom?" SuperKid, surprised but determined, flew toward him. "I didn't come here by choice. I was brought here. I don't want to cause any trouble, but if you're looking for a fight, you won't find it easy." The Giant King let out a laugh that made the ground shake. "You're brave for someone so small, but you have no idea the power I hold in this kingdom." He raised his massive arm, and from the ground, enormous rocks began to float around him. The king was controlling the very earth itself. SuperKid knew he would have to use his intelligence, not just his strength, to get out of this situation. He quickly observed his surroundings and realized something interesting. Despite the giant's size and strength, they were slow in their movements. If he could maintain his speed, he would have a chance. In a flash of blue and red, SuperKid zipped through in a quick zigzag, dodging the giant rocks the Giant King hurled. But the king was not impressed. With a powerful slam on the ground, he created an earthquake that knocked SuperKid down. However, just as the king approached to capture him, one of the rocks he had thrown earlier fell on his own foot, making him lose his balance. SuperKid seized the opportunity and flew toward the Giant King's belt, where he saw a strange glowing device, a technology that didn't seem to belong to this world. "What's this?" he thought as he ripped it from the belt. The moment he did, the sky began to darken again, and the nearby giants looked at their king in shock. The king fell to his knees, weakened. "It can't be. You've broken the source of my power," he bellowed in fury. SuperKid examined the device and quickly understood what it was. A machine created to drain energy from other worlds and give it to the Giant King, allowing him to control the very earth. Without that power, the king was just another giant, but one filled with ambition and malice. "You shouldn't play with powers you don't understand," SuperKid yelled at him. "This technology isn't yours. Someone gave it to you, and I won't let you keep using it." Before the Giant King could respond, a second vortex of light descended from the sky, this time much smaller. It was the portal that had brought SuperKid here, and it seemed to be taking the device back to where it belonged. SuperKid flew at top speed, and with his super speed, he reached the portal just in time. The device was absorbed, and the portal closed behind it, vanishing into thin air. The Giant King, now without his source of power, knelt before SuperKid. "You have defeated me, young hero, but my ambition knows no bounds. One day, I will find another way to conquer this kingdom and beyond." SuperKid, though knowing the king couldn't be trusted, chose not to punish him. True strength isn't in ambition or power you steal from others, but in respect for those around you. If you want to be a true king, you should learn that. The king, without another word, retreated to the mountains, followed by the other giants. Now alone, SuperKid looked up at the sky. The portal that had brought him here didn't seem to be reopening. He was trapped in the kingdom of the giants. But then something changed. The shield on his chest began to glow again, and a soft breeze surrounded his body. He felt a familiar energy lifting him off the ground, and before he knew it, he was transported back, returning to his own world. As he landed back home, SuperKid gazed toward the sky. He knew this wouldn't be his last adventure in other realms or worlds. But for now, he was glad to have learned a valuable lesson. True power comes from within, not from what one can take from others. And so, with a smile on his face, SuperKid flew toward the horizon, ready for his next adventure.